Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the UMBC Coaches Corner. I'm Dan LaHatte. For the first time this spring, I'm joined by head men's lacrosse coach, Coach Don Zimmerman. Coach, we're barely in February. You've already had your scrimmages. First game's this weekend. What's getting you excited about this season?
Well, I like the team since day one. I think this team came back in the fall with a real good attitude and has shown that they're willing to work hard and play together, be on the same page, and that's always important. So at this point of the year, we're excited about playing our first game. First time going up to Robert Morris in Pittsburgh. It should be a terrific game and a hard-fought contest.
Lost a few important seniors from last year, but it was only 3 total. Bring back a large group from a pretty successful team last year, but maybe left a little to be desired, bowing out in the semifinals. Does that add a little chip to the shoulder, getting the season underway, and a little more motivation for them?
Well, I think that you always want to learn from your previous seasons, and I think we learned a lot from last year. We didn't finish strong, and it's really up to the players to learn those things and to come back and be motivated and on a mission, so to speak. The fact that we have a large class of 14 players, a lot of whom have played a lot of time for us, I think really helps. This team has not gone to an American East Championship, and I think that's certainly been on their minds since the beginning of the school year.
So looking at the roster a little bit, you do return your top 3 scorers from last year in Scott Jones, Joe Lusgard, and Scott Hopman. A couple other key guys that scored some big goals for you. What do you expect from the attack this year?
Well, our attack is a senior-oriented unit, although at this point Matt Gregoire has a hamstring issue that doesn't seem to want to go away, so he won't play against Robert Morris. We'll have freshman Nate Lunas step up and fill in for that spot. But I expect our attack to do their job, which is finish the ball. With the new rules, I think you're going to see a lot more running between the lines and transition and having those type of unsettled situations where attackmen, instead of having a man hounding them, they're playing with their hands free and in more space. So we expect our attack to do their job, which really is putting the points on the scoreboard.
Now you alluded to the new rules. Those probably won't affect the unit more greatly than the midfielders, where you do return some experience in guys that can get up and down the park from the face-off circle as well as other places. What do you like about the midfield, and how will they respond to these new changes?
Well, I think we have real good depth in the midfield. We've been tinkering with different options, different combinations in the units. Going into Saturday's game with Robert Morris, I believe we could put 3 very strong midfield units on the field, which early on in the season is going to help. The fact that you have greater depth is going to be something that we're going to rely on, not only on Saturday, but throughout the year.
Finally, shifting back to the defense, got a senior back in goal, Adam Cohen. As I heard you say a couple times, he is being tested by Wes Dorito, then another good, strong group of defenders around them. What's going to be the key to the success for the Retrievers to hold opponents and get the ball up the field with the midfield attack?
Well, it starts with the goal. That's the most demanding position on the field and the most important position on the field. I think Adam and Wes have done a good job of competing in practice. At this point, Adam has the nod and will start on Saturday. But Wes has been right there, and I think that's made both of our goalkeepers better. In front of Adam, we have Ethan Murphy, who is a senior defenseman. This will be his 2nd year as a tri-captain, and I think he certainly has established himself as a solid player and a good leader. We're also most likely going to start 2 newcomers, one in junior transfer Trey Cover, who came over from Essex, and a freshman in Zach Esser from Falston. So, we have good depth. We have Lucas Wood, who's a senior, has played for us in the past. I think he's playing his best lacrosse right now. Mike Dahl, who is just a sophomore, but one of our best communicators. Ian Gray is is I think a guy who has some talent and has worked hard to bring that talent to the surface. So we have good numbers. Sam McKelvey's been injured, hasn't been able to get out there and play for us a whole lot. We're hoping he's back in the next couple of weeks. But obviously, you're going to win and lose games on the defensive end of the field.
Well, good luck this season. We'll be talking to you throughout. So the Retrievers kick off the 2013 season this Saturday at Robert Morris up in Pittsburgh at noon.